is not in our stars, dear Brutus, but in ourselves. What a lie. So, I just read The Fault in Our Stars for a second time because the movie's coming out. And I love it. This is one of my favorite books, and I have the collector's copy, which I can't show you because I had to tape it on. Because these things were flapping out and ruining my reading. So, I read the book, and I have so many thoughts, but I'm probably going to forget all of them as soon as I make this video. So, hey, I'm Kate, this is my booktube, and this is my video on The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Okay, so, first things first. How sad. So the first time I read this, I actually didn't cry because, as I've told you before, I have a stone heart. But, you know, I read Allegiant and I cried for 2 hours, so my heart was cracked open. I can finally cry. Not hard, usually, but cry. So I read this book and those tears spilling out of my eyes. I'm like, why? This is actually what happened. I get to chapter, I think, 21. And the first sentence is, Augustus Waters died 8 days later. And I shut the book, and I'm like, no, I already knew it was going to happen, but you just don't start a chapter that way. No. So, I read the book, and I loved it, but that hurt breaks my heart. The book was so beautiful. And I understood, like, half the things they were saying. But there were so many things. I'm like, that's t-shirt worthy. I'm going to wear that to the movie. I am ready for this. I am so making a shirt that says, eggs for dinner. Now, barely anyone's going to understand why I wrote that, which is what's going to make it so much more awesome, because only The Fault in Our Stars fans are going to understand what I'm saying. Actually, ever since I read that line, I only eat eggs for dinner. I mean, I eat other things for dinner, but I don't eat eggs for breakfast. I eat them at dinner and not at lunch or breakfast because I'm at school on most lunch days. I either eat a quick breakfast or I don't eat breakfast at all, so it's almost always just a dinner thing. So, thanks to The Fault in Our Stars for changing my diet. I actually didn't even eat eggs that much before that. I used to not eat eggs at all. Books change your life. So, I really can't think of a coherent thought because I just, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna cry. But, I love this book. I loved when they were playing blind video games and they were talking to the computer, and it was like, I do not comprehend, and they're like, they're like lick the wall, and he's like, I have no idea what you're saying, and I'm like, oh my gosh, now the computer sounds like he has a mind, except for the fact that he really doesn't. He's just not listening to them because they're talking disgustingly. But, oh my gosh. This was a good book. Why don't I have any coherent thoughts? I've read this book twice. So, I really loved all of the quotable moments, like, one of my favorite quotable moments. You fall in love the way you fall asleep, slowly and then all at once. Love that one. It's one of my favorites. After the area where she's like, eggs should not be called a breakfast food. Because that is so mean to eggs. Come on. I loved how the whole story was everything that she liked, everything she made a decision on, everything she wanted. They were kind of in behind, thinking about things that she thinks about, like her mom and all that. The reason that she wanted Anna to find out about Anna's mom was because she wanted to know what would happen to her when to her mom when she died. She didn't want to have no idea, and that was sweet. That was very sweet. It was great. I love this book so much. It is an amazing book. And I am very happy to be one of the people who's read this book. One of the million. My friend Kelsey, who doesn't read, was like, "Can I borrow your copy of The Fault in Our Stars?" And I'm like, sure. She doesn't read. She wants to read. I'm going to let her borrow it. So now that that's happening, I can get her to read a book. I think the last book she tried to read was Pretty Little Liars, and she died. She liked it first, and then she kind of got halfway. The only book I know that she's finished is The Lovely Bones, which is one of the only books I've never read. I need to read more. Most people would say I need to get a life, but I don't have a life. That's never happened. So, yeah, I love this book. I love John Green. I am a mega fan of John Green. I watch a vlog about those every day. Not every day, but every Tuesday, you know. Every Tuesday, every Friday, all the time. I wish I could go to VidCon, but I can't because I am a 14-year-old who can't pay or get her own ride there. So, oh my gosh. Love this book. Love the quotable moments. Love how something that he did all his life he hates. I love that whole thing about how all of a sudden he hates basketball. How he thinks that basketball is some stupid thing that is just shooting a ball into a hoop over and over again. I love how he says that because I always wonder, why are there so many things that we do in life that seem to be just a waste of time? I mean, yeah, we get exercise from things, yeah, which helps, so we don't look bad. We do a lot of things because of looks. We do a lot of things because they're fun. We don't do things for necessity. We do things because we want to enjoy life, not just live it. But I understood his thinking. He spent his whole life playing basketball. And it's just a waste of time. I really like this book. I really need to get coherent about this, so probably my worst video so far, but I'm trying, guys. I'm sorry. Comments? Maybe I'll be better at answering questions in the comments. Maybe I won't be so incoherent. So comments, like, dislike, I don't really care, but I know Judy will, so see you later.